I have another Demon Hunter combo. Alright, that'll actually work. Yes, that is right. There is another degenerate OTK Demon Hunter deck that is just as unhinged as you guys would assume. So go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because today we are taking a look at the power of Prize Vendor and Death Rattles that draw cards out of the deck, because that is exactly what this deck is aiming to do. I am trying to play a whole bunch of Death Rattle cards that draw a card from my deck, so that way I can eventually play Arana into Chrono Lord Deos into Umbra in order to mill my opponent to death. But here's the big thing about how this combo works. This is only possible because of Solitude, and I already know what a lot of you guys are thinking. But Clark, this isn't a spell Demon Hunter deck. Why exactly would I want to play this card in my deck? Well, it's very simple. Because when most people look at a card like Solitude, they immediately start thinking, okay, I don't want to put any minions in my deck, and instead, I want to make this card playable as soon as I draw it. But the issue with that logic is that most times you're not going to be able to play Solitude as quickly as possible, because you're only really going to discount one minion. So you need to play other spells in order for this to be even better to begin with, and you also have to play Spell Demon Hunter, which is really not doing that good right now. So the whole point of this deck is to draw as quickly as possible, so that way there are no more minions in your deck. Then you can play Solitude twice in order to discount the Arana to 1 mana and the Deos and Umbra to 3 mana, so that way it is a full 7 mana combo in order to set this up. But on average, you're probably going to do this combo by turn 9 or turn 10, because you do need to set up the turn with a double Solitude proc. So this deck is all in on just drawing itself as quickly as possible, killing off the Death Rattle minions in order to draw through the deck, as well as enable the combo. And one thing that you could easily change, which was from the original list that I did happen to see, there is an argument for Sleepy Resident over a Loot Hoarder here, and honestly, I didn't really miss this card, but the idea behind running Sleepy Resident is that if you play both of your Solitudes, your Sleepy Resident is going to be 0. You can play this as like a way of stalling out the game, so that way if there is a big board that's about to kill you, you can stall that turn and then set up for the OTK. But originally, when I was thinking about this deck, I was like, ooh, I don't want the Death Rattle screwing up the Umbra. It's not going to get in the way of the Umbra. You deal an unbelievable amount of damage, very similar to Octazari Demon Hunter, because the fatigue draws just, scale really, really high, and as long as you have, at least 9-10 draws, you are most likely going to kill almost any opponent that you go up against, but you're going to make your opponent take a lot of fatigue damage when you do it this way. And the funny thing about this deck is that, yes, Octazari Demon Hunter is a deck that you could still play, and in my opinion, it is still better than this variant of the deck, but this deck is extremely simple. All you have to do is just empty out your hand, play the cards that draw into your deck, and then once the Solitude is yellow, you just activate it twice and then set up the combo. It's a very simple combo for some of you that want to play a little bit of a different deck, but just keep in mind, this is definitely not a meta-relevant deck. This is not going to be favored against the typical decks that you will see on your climb. You should only play this deck if you don't value your ranks and if you just want to have some fun in Hearthstone. But what if I told you guys there was another way to play this deck that's even worse than what this deck is? And now we shall cue in the bait from Maxi Bond himself, one of the best Hearthstone players in the game right now. When I was playing the other version of this Demon Hunter deck, Maxi was also streaming and was playing this variant of the deck, which I'm not particularly a fan of. I'll just go ahead and say this right off the bat, because the biggest issue with a deck like this is that it only has a certain amount of damage thanks to the Moonstone Mauler. Very similar to the previous deck, you want to quickly draw out your deck, but unlike the other deck, this one only has 1 copy of Solitude, and the cards that you want to discount are going to be your Moonstone Mauler, your Cloud Serpent, as well as your Chrono Lord Deos. So the idea of this combo is to discount the Mauler to 0, so that way you can play Chrono Lord Deos into Cloud Serpent. You will then copy 2 extra copies of the Mauler, so that way you play 3 Maulers in order to shuffle 6 asteroids each for a total of 18. And if you have Blood Mage Thalnos, which also gets discounted, I forgot to mention that, then you can play Expansion, you can play Ceaseless Expanse into Blood Mage Thalnos into an Ancient of Yore in order to draw that last card from the deck and then eventually kill your opponent. If it sounds convoluted, if it sounds like it has a lot of steps to it, you would be 100% right, because that was the issue with this deck, is that it was more set up for less payoff because it doesn't deal nearly as much damage as the other combo. But I figured, since both of these decks are very similar, why not highlight them in the same video? But there you guys have it. Yet another unhinged Demon Hunter archetype presented by yours truly, one of the most unhinged Hearthstone deck builders in the game. So if you like this kind of content, if you want to see even more wacky deck builds, again, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check out the game clips, because we definitely suffered playing this deck, trying to pop off the combo enough times, and it didn't have the greatest win rate, but in the games coming up ahead, you'll definitely see the best possible variants and the best possible turns this deck can produce. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown, and we'll see you for the next video. I actually can't feel that I'm gonna have to red card it. I mean, I guess I could hit parachutes. Okay, that's all the minions.
They will never catch me.
Oh wait, I fucked up. I could have played Blood Mage into this, and that could have dealt 3 and then killed this, so I just have to red card it now. Win rate versus Warrior, very good.
Time grows short. We have vengeance.
And the next turn, it's 1, 3, 3 for 9. Just as long as we're not dead.
My hand is too full.
But yeah, the win rate against Warrior should be very good because they don't play Dirty Rat. Hunter's probably not the greatest matchup. Taking 2 damage. I don't think he could deal 10 for 5. This is the worst aggro deck in the world, bro. I think he made a couple of mistakes, but still, this is just the worst aggro deck. It's cool that Blizzard is giving skins with the new event. Oh, I haven't even checked the new event. Isn't there like a card back? You get a card back like a portrait or something.
Almost out of cards.
Elemental Mage's Descendant exists. Yeah, it's just the worst aggro deck that's ever existed, man. Tribal aggro decks just aren't what they used to be. I miss like old like Murloc Paladin with like Mega Sword and stuff like that, or Gentle Mega Sword, you know. The only bad part about Tool is the fan who always somehow talks about, did you know the Lateralis, yada yada yada. It's amazing that, but here's the big thing about Tool. Like, you can, it's always nice to appreciate how mathematically it's very cool. Like it's very like, it's meticulously calculated, you know. But if someone's not interested in knowing about that, the last thing you do is keep talking about it. There's a time and place for everything, but not now. You're on a date. She's not interested. Don't you dare bring up the Fibonacci sequence and its importance to the Lateralis record. You guys just got coffee.
Versus Herbaria.
This is gonna be a bumpy ride.
This ends now.
Actually wholesome after game chats. I'll tell you right now, dude, it's very rare that I get rage added. It's very rare that I get rage added. Most people who add me They're not mad at the game. They just want my deck code. They want my deck code, or they want to be like, hey, huge fan, love your content. You know? And so no matter what, it's a win-win-win for me, because if it is one of those rare instances where it is someone being upset or getting mad, then I get to post a screenshot on Twitter and be like, hey, look at this silly individual. Look at this silly little Billy right here, who might have gotten his willy hurt. Okay, sorry, I was trying to think of a rhyme with willy, and that was not the way to go. This deck looks like fun, like Egg Warrior. I love him, but I don't think I'm smart for this deck. This deck is not complicated. This deck is just it is literally draw your deck. Draw your deck and do it quick. The only difficult part is using your stall tools at the right time, like when to use your glacial shards. Most base part about this deck is that it also force your opponent to overdraw and fatigue them as well. It's definitely a strength. Throw this out of hand then.
They will never catch me.
I want to make the Paraglide player playable. So I gotta remember, chat. I gotta freeze him in the face with my glacial shards to prevent the Illidari from killing me. No spammerino in the chatterino. Yeah, guys, don't spam the chat. I absolutely would hate it if you guys were to spam emotes in my chat. How dare you guys be so uncivilized as to spam emotes in a Twitch stream.
They will never catch me.
Vengeance is mine.
Yeah, draw the entire thing and hope your stall works with no rat. I mean, no one's playing rat right now. Rat is like and no one's running it anymore. I don't know what the reasoning behind it was. If it's that, like, not needed in the shaman matchup, if the Discover Hunter matchup, it's not necessary. Like, I don't know what specifically made people drop the rat. Maybe it's lack of control and like lack of combo decks being a thing. But like, generally speaking, everyone went from playing a dirty rat to not playing rat anymore. Probably not consistent. I mean, I really don't know the specific reason. The only reason that I can deduce with my limited amount of research, like, No Hands Gamer hit rank 1 legend with the Control Warrior that everyone is playing now, because it's just the deck that's popped up on all the stats. Everyone's playing the hell out of that deck. And I just think it's really funny. Everyone's just playing the No Hands deck.
Can't hold more cards, nor carry more burdens.
Come closer, critters.
Alright. Maybe they got the realization I'm kind of a little shit for playing Dirty Rat. Do you think Dirty Rat players would ever have a moment of shame? You don't play rat because you're a sensible person. You play rat because you want to win, and no matter the means.
My God, how did he do it? Lord HELLSCREAM, the best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
They would rat turn 1 if possible. Hey, dude, there's something that exists in Hearthstone. There's definitely something that exists in Hearthstone. We got all the Hearthstone emotes now. It's perfect. Yo, like a Dark Bounty. Thanks for organizing all of this, man. Oof, indeed, sir. I'm sensing a cliff dive next turn. However, maybe I shouldn't have played this play on Drake. Part of me really wants to throw one of these to face. We'll freeze his face, and then next turn we'll draw into the Arana. Double Solitude, win the game. New deck, what does it do? Give me a second and you might see it in action. I may not have to explain it. These next 2 turns are either going to be me dying or me doing the combo. I could also play Blood Mage. In fact, I probably should play Blood Mage.
Give me that! Hey, give me that!
Okay, we just need to hit the Arana now. Damn it, we didn't hit the Arana. Come on, draw the Arana. Yes! Okay, alright, we win now. Alright, so the whole point of this deck, you want to play double Solitude and discount Umbra, Deos, and Arana. And you play 5 Death Rattles that draw you cards. Double Loot Hoarder, double Prize Vendor, and Blood Mage Thalnos. And then you just watch the fireworks happen on turn 9.
Risks are always worth taking.
Fucking hits enough damage. I don't have to worry about it. GG. I want to build a Shaman deck. Do you think it'll be weakened soon? I really don't even know what they're gonna do, man. Also, that's still going. Oh, that's pretty funny, dude. New cards fill a niche. They are pack filler while StarCraft is still dominating. Any tips for yesterday's Demon Hunter deck? Gotta try it out. Just mulligan for Death Rattle cards.
Vengeance is mine.
Let's hope this is not a mistake. Give me an extra card. Whoa, what? When did Protoss started playing this?
Mind if I roll knee?
My God, how did he do it? Mark HELLSCREAM,
I may not
the
need
best
the
Hearthstone
plane
player
next
that
turn.
ever lived.
Checkmate. Well done. You possess true power.
Okay. I guess he just wasn't about that life. He didn't want to get milled. I still got a shard on the deck.
Fill the skies with a cascade of sparkles. Stop and smell.
Fat Pot is my tribute. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait a minute. I might have misordered. Or it doesn't. It actually doesn't matter. Why not?
I should meet you.
Then just one kill.
Out of cards.
I'll shelter you. I'll shelter you.
All right, now we have all the combo set up. I always like to forget that I should play around getting my board frozen, or like getting locked out where if he doesn't play a minion, then I can't do the combo. A lot of slow decks today, man. I mean, the only fast deck is Shaman right now. It just really sucks. It's really what it comes down to is just don't queue into Shaman, and this deck's actually not that bad. What, nice middle on the hydration station? I mean, he's not even at 10 mana. If anything, that'd be a card I would want him to have stuck in his hand.
Lush wilds and clear skies.
Oh, he's not even going to be able to use the hero power.
Of cards.
Risks are always worth taking.
Yeah. Can't stop us now. There's no getting off this roller coaster. Ooh, that's a much better emote. Wait a minute. As I'm typing up this emote instead of just copy pasting it. Easier than Octazari Demon Hunter. This is definitely Octazari Demon Hunter training wheels. It is definitely Octazari Demon Hunter training wheels. You know? I think that Octazari Demon Hunter is still good. It's still a fine deck. Because you can do things like, you know, big Ysera turns, big Ziliax turns for like big comebacks and whatnot. But this deck's just a lot more straightforward. This is just combo by turn 9. It's almost like a freeze mage deck, you know? There's a freeze card that makes you and your opponent immune after taking damage. I think you're thinking of Lumia. That's a Paladin 9/9. No wonder I keep losing games. I'm just not thinking fully. Alright, get some minions. Oh, he's doing it this way? Alright, hold on. Oh, yo. You don't like one Mauler in the deck? Well, great, because we don't have one Mauler. We have 3. So now we gotta empty our hand. First, we have to do it this way.
The pain is all. Time grows short. I should meet you.
So fucking weird, dude. I really don't understand why we're going through all of these hoops and all of these steps. I think this is still lethal, but I just don't understand why we go through all of these steps. I'm finally doing it, but...
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Like, compare this to the mill combo, dude. Like, I just feel like the mill combo is not only easier, but just works against more decks. Maybe this is better against tempo because you get to actually, like, fight for the board, but I just feel like you have more combo pieces. Like, it's cool when this happens, but dude, I went 0-4 to try and set this up. And if this deck is still bad into Shaman, all I see is that we're making less damage to beat like Warrior and stuff, right? Yeah, it's way more damage, and that deck consistently pops off by turn 9, you know? This deck just kind of feels like Maxi showing off more than anything. I don't know. GG as I die on stream. Yeah, I'm sorry you had to sit through all those asteroids. I'd rather kill people with fatigue than asteroids.